He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. His throw incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But now it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj in the final seconds of the first half, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Keep playing hard.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive. Up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Justin Houston in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll go down at the 28. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Check 52 to Mike.
They'll try and run for this with Mack, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Let's go.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Exit. 11.
They run again with Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slant. 6-6. Pull it high. Monday.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, it's Long. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Mack. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go. 52. That's what I do.
Throwing is Long. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. Now the ball comes loose, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Balaj. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And now it's Rosen looking. He'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Rosen to throw. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now, clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 52 to Mike. 12. Hurry. Bravo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Rocky Sin, a rookie 2nd rounder from Temple, there to make the play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football. Now tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Motion. Reset. 12. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, here's Love. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set. Recon, 132 fighter. Check safety. Hey, check. 12.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Hey, they're scared. Check.
On first down, it's Mack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, seam 6.
From the 50, it's Love. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
On the left side, this is Stills. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So first and 10 now from the 30. One final shot here for Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Colts, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They L they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.